Hagg Lake.
Hagg Lake.
Henry Hagg Lake.
Place
actually.
I learned how to fish.
I didn't really learn how to fish there, but I have spent a lot of time fishing there. Henry Hagg Lake is located in Scoggins Valley, southwest of Forest Grove, off of Highway 47. It is day use only. You can fish there year round. It is stocked. It has rainbow trout. Obviously it's stocked with that. But also you can catch bluegill, perch, bass, and supposedly a big sturgeon.
Legend has it, there's a big sturgeon in that lake.
Yeah. There is boat access, so you can take your boat. You can have basically any kind of boat with motors, speedboats. Those have to stay in certain areas, but you can take your rowboat all around or your little motorboat and kind of putter around all the banks if you're trying to get at the bass. There's a lot of good places to fish for trout. The dam is a hot spot, fishing off the rocks, or boat ramp C. Boat ramp A is a hot spot. That's where they stock the lake when they bring the fish in. So if you're there around the time that they're stocking, you're gonna catch a lot of fish off boat ramp A. Otherwise, there is bank access literally all around the whole lake. And there is a trail that goes around the whole lake. It's about just under 15 miles, 14 and a half, something like that. We've done the whole loop. It's really nice. So if you like to hike around, you can do that too.
Yeah, it's a good spot. And I've spent most of my fishing days on that lake because, like I was saying, that's where I learned how to fish.
It's where we used to take this guy when he was just a small thing. Yeah. We've caught a lot of fish there. And what's your favorite setup to use at Hagg Lake?
My favorite setup to use at Hagg Lake actually depends on where I'm at Hagg Lake. So
tell.
If I'm at the boat ramp, I'm always fishing on the bottom. Sometimes it's better to just kind of give it a little flick and just keep your cast in nice and close. Sometimes it's better to try and launch it out as far as you can. You never really know until you cast in a few spots and see what happens.
Yeah, you pretty much gotta try it all.
Yeah.
And if something's not working, switch it up, because there's a lot of fish to be caught.
Green bobbers seem to work better than orange.
Only on some days.
Like we were down there at the dam the other day. Same setup. The only thing different between my setup, her setup, and Mark's setup was I had a green bobber and they had orange.
This is true.
And for some reason, the fish kept attacking my bobber more than they were attacking my bait, which
this is also
kinda
true.
sucked, but
you can't hook a fish with your bobber.
You cannot hook a fish with your bobber.
In case you didn't know that. But it's fun to watch them attack the bobber.
Then again, though, what if we just put a hook on the end of the bobber with a little bit of bait? Let the fish, don't even put bait on it. Just let the fish attack the bobber, and maybe he'll catch that hook.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time trying it.
No.
I wouldn't suggest wasting your time trying it. But I mean, it could have worked.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
Maybe just put a hook on the end of the bobber and then have your leader going down with your baited hook. So if one does attack your bobber, maybe he'll catch that hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe he won't.
What setup do you like to use? And then you say, well, I like to make my leader.
But it depends on where I'm at.
Exactly, and that's what you said.
But I'm trying not to get into that. I'm trying to just get into the whole point of this much line.
Yeah, but that's all you did. You said, well, it depends on where I'm at. When I'm fishing at the dam, when I'm fishing at the boat ramp, I use a 13 to 16 inch leader versus the dam, I use a 24 inch leader. So anyway, okay, hit play.
Oh, it's already been recording all that.
It has? Well, it'll get edited out. Okay, so look at the camera. We need a few second pause so he can edit it, right? Just looking at the camera.
Okay. Pause.
Oh, wait. Look at me because you looked at me when you asked me that question. 3, 2, 1. So I would take my spool of leader line and I would tie my hook on. Bottom or top, don't really matter. Now, if I'm fishing on bottom, I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna pull a little extra out. So my arm width plus a little extra. That little extra gives me room for the knots. If I'm fishing like boat ramp C where the water is more shallow, I'm gonna crimp a little bit of line off. I'm not quite gonna go that extra little distance. Maybe even bring my arms into here. But I just measure by my arm length. You know, but it kind of depends, because like if you're fishing with a bobber and you have too much line hanging off your bobber, you're fishing really deep and you might catch fish, you might not catch fish. Depends on where they're at. Sometimes it's better to use shorter lines so you're fishing more towards the top. Just bottom fishing at the dam, my favorite place to go and my favorite fishing on that lake, it requires a really long leader. And full arm span, then couple extra inches or so. I don't know.
My
Longer.
philosophy is start long and then shorten it up if you need to.
That's a lot easier because you can always clip your line shorter. You can't just make it longer. So if you try and start short and work long, you're wasting a lot of line.
Yeah.
But another thing though, the longer your leader, the harder it is to cast. So that's another thing you need to work out, is just your own personal fishing style. If you can't cast a long leader, don't use a long leader. Yet.
Well, so basically the distance when you hold your arms out from fingertip to fingertip, that's how tall you are. So as long as you can cast as tall as you are, so you hold your pole up like this, cast it, you're good to go.
I am glad Laura mentioned that, because that's part of the reason why I use my arms as a measuring stick for my line, because realistically I can cast as long as my leader is, arm to arm. And then I give myself that extra little bit, because when you tie your knot, you get your tagged end that you have to clip off, so you just lost a couple inches of line. So I like to make up for it. And you know, that's why normally I would tie my hook before I would even try and measure out my line, just so I don't have to worry about that little bit of tagged line that goes through the hook and makes the knot.
And I do it opposite. I put the loop in my line and then I string it out and then I tie my hook on.
Okay,
but this is why it's good, because everybody does it a little bit different, and that's okay.